On security, the Acting Inspector General of Police says security has been beefed up at the land borders to prevent the influx of criminals in the wake of the political impasse in Niger. Kayode Egbetoku explains that the move is part of actions to improve security internally. Sifon Essien reports.
Communities in Niger's border with Nigeria are feeling the pinch following the closure of the borders as part of sanctions meant to force the junta to give up power. It's a similar situation in Nigerian border communities. The freeze, according to experts, would have severe implications on security, especially in Nigeria. At this meeting with senior officers, the Acting Inspector General of Police takes a look at security in the country.
I am pleased to disclose that our crime-fighting initiatives are paying off through series of covert and overt operations targeted at smashing criminal gangs terrorizing our communities all over the country. We have successfully dismantled several notorious criminal syndicates involved in organized crime such as armed banditry, insurgency, armed robbery, kidnapping, gun running, cattle rustling, and so on.
The police authorities are also keeping an eye on the situation in Niger. Police operatives have been put on red alert in conjunction with sister security agencies to ensure that criminal elements do not take advantage of the impasse in Niger coming to the country.
Which are already directed that CP commands and AIGs who are in charge of those states, those border states with neighboring countries, are to work collaboratively with our sister agencies, especially the Customs Service at the border, to ensure that there is no internal security issues with respect to what is happening in our neighbors.
ECOWAS authorities of heads of state and government are billed to meet on Thursday to decide on the next line of action in Niger. Sifon Essien, TVC News, Abuja.
The Nigerian military authorities and policy experts are advancing the use of non-lethal force in tackling the security challenges in the country. They say non-kinetic strategies go beyond what security forces alone can handle. Sifon Essien again reports.
Nigerian military authorities are now adopting alternative dispute resolution strategies to combat security challenges in the country. The realization that the use of brute force alone has not been able to curb the challenges is spurring the soldiers to adopt non-kinetic methods. That's the reason for this forum in Abuja.
Just the way the fish cannot survive in the hot water, so also the insurgents and other perpetrators of criminal activities cannot survive in a place where the population is intolerant of their actions. This accounts for why the scale of banditry activities in Jigawa and Kano are not similar to the ones in Zamfara and Sokoto or Katsina states. One of the reasons is that the population have never given succor to the bandits the way we see in other states in the same northwest region, while some traditional rulers are being suspended for flirting with the bandits.
The new approach requires the participation of critical stakeholders for it to succeed.
The thrust of the counter-terrorism and counter-insurgency efforts were more or less like, kinetic. And by kinetic, more or less it's involved the use of security forces. And like I said also in my address, when you are dealing with such security challenges, putting it on a 100% basis, the military effort or the security forces effort is more or less between 35 to 40%. So that means the bulk of it is supposed to be done by other components of Nigerian society.
For the military authorities, the ultimate goal is to win the hearts and minds of the people. Sifon Essien, TVC News, Abuja.
Let's turn to other stories. 2 victims of the alleged job racketeering at the Federal Character Commission have narrated how they paid millions of naira to secure placement. This comes on a day the ad hoc committee investigating employment racketeering and abuse of IPPIS across government agencies summoned the Director General of Niger Delta Power Holding Company and others. National Assembly correspondent Joke Adisa reports.
Emotions as Abdul Malik Ahmed and Ali Yaro testify before the investigating committee. Both say they are victims of alleged job racketeering at the Federal Character Commission, having paid between 1 million and 2 million naira to a former member of staff, Kolo Haruna, to secure job slots. They say the Federal Character Commission tactically withdrew their employment letters. The two men betray emotions as they recall their predicaments and urge the legislators to secure for them justice. While they are yet to be posted, the two testifiers admit to have been receiving salaries from the commission.
The commission did not look for us. We went to them, the ones for posting. So, not knowing that they are preparing themselves against us, it was then that the commission had to write to other institutions or whatever. Because the HR confirmed to us that our appointments are genuine.
I graduated 11 years ago without a job. And I have a chance to become a Boko Haram, but I did not because I want to be a good citizen of Nigeria. My brothers, Nuruddin Emiaro and Abdulrazak Emiaro, paid the sum of 2 million naira to Badamasi A. Jalo's account on 2nd August 2022. Kolo Haruna and Badamasi told me that my posting letter will be ready after 2 weeks. After that, Badamasi A. Jalo created a WhatsApp group for us, and we came to Abuja in February 2023 to see the Director of Human Resources for the posting, because Kolo Haruna could no longer be reached on phone.
Their submissions draw sympathy and emotions from the committee members who assured them they will get justice in the end.
All of you should not be emotional. Don't worry about what is happening. We are here for you. So the only question we will ask the commission is, why did they retrieve the appointment letters? They should leave you with your appointment letters. Then we find out where the appointment letters came from. It is a mandate of this committee to investigate that, and we are going to do that.
Earlier, the committee interfaced with some agencies of tertiary institutions. The agencies were given new dates to appear before the lawmakers as a result of incomplete information. Meanwhile, the committee has again invited the man at the center of the melodrama, Kolo Haruna, to appear before it on Wednesday. Also to come before the panel are the driver Isha Ogambo and secretary to the Taraba State Commissioner at the Federal Character Commission, One Abdullahi. Jokeyadsa, TVC News, Abuja.